Listen, why I talk to my homies today, and they gonna tell me, "Hey, bro, look at Tyrone over here with the new glasses on, here looking like Clark Kent. Nigga, Captain Saber hoe." I hate y'all. I completely despise y'all. I hate y'all niggas. I just
Oh, Mr. Tyrone. I just gotta get freaky for you because you love the hoes.
I don't care if they don't like me. I came here to stunt. Yeah. I don't care if they don't.
Well, what's good, everybody? So today we're going to be watching a video by Miss His Daughter 7. And I have to reiterate this because I know it's been a while since I've actually reviewed some of her videos and been agreeing with some of the stuff she's had to say. But her content haven't been hitting like that for me lately. But this is the thing, right? We're going to watch the original video of this woman talking about how when she goes to her area, where she goes to her workplace, basically she calls issues because of her body. And over the past few years, I've been seeing women, get discriminated or get talked about because they go to work, whether they're a doctor, whether they're a nurse, whether they're a teacher, and because of their body, because they're more voluptuous than the average woman, they get looked at a certain type of way. They get accused of being a certain type of way or having a certain demeanor about them. But they cannot help how they can't help what their mama gave them. It just is what it is. They cannot help what their mother and their father gave them. So they out here body yachting. Okay? You might think they're looking for attention, but they're not. It's just how they were built. It just is what it is. But we're gonna get into the depths of this, right? Because there's a sickening religious doctrine around the basis of these type of situations, right? And we're gonna deal with this very shortly, all right? So without further ado, let's get into that video.
I just want to know, do I look inappropriate for work? My dress code is a polo and dress pants or jeans, no rips. I'm dressed appropriately. However, I was called into the office because I don't have the right body shape. I cannot help my body shape. I got a verbal because of my body shape, and I was told I need to wear bigger clothes. I don't appreciate being body shamed. I'm being body shamed. They don't know what I went through in my life and the trauma that I went through to have to deal with being body shamed at work. All I want to do is work.
And I'm not being dramatic, but you pulled me away from doing my job to tell me that I have the wrong type of body to wear the clothes that I'm wearing. I have on regular dress pants. And your excuse was the men in the tire shop and the boys keep stopping and looking at me. That's not my fault. You don't know the type of hell I had to go through my whole life just for how I look. You don't know what type of mental trauma I might have from having to be misunderstood for me to come to work to have to hear, oh, you have the wrong body shape. To wear the right clothes though, because I'm in dress code.
So old girl from New Jersey, she makes it very vividly known that she goes to work every day like this, in dress code. She's not breaking dress code. She looks appropriately. Her dressing concerning her occupation is appropriately. But she gets called in because she is causing a disruption with the fellas, or people are looking her way because of how she is built. That doesn't sound like a her problem. That sounds like a them problem. That sounds like a personal problem. She's supposed to be unattractive. She's supposed to have the average body. She's supposed to down herself because of how other people look at her, because of how other people are reacting to her or treating her, or whatever the case is. She make it known herself, like, people don't even know, like, the mental trauma or the experiences that she has had to have throughout her whole life, being the one to stand out, maybe possibly growing up in school, middle school, high school, and as the woman's body develops and stuff like that, she's the one, her body developing faster, or she's looking, more curvier than the average girl in school and stuff like that, and the people that the boys that she had to deal with growing up, and the teachers looking at her some type of way because she might be out of dress code because of wearing certain things, because she has hips and curves, all this type of stuff, right? Because I went to school with women like this as well, women that, they had stuff going on growing up, right? Than the average white girl going to school. The white girl could get away with wearing the little shorty shorts or whatever the case is. A black girl couldn't. She couldn't. Even if she tried, she couldn't. Even down to the slim thick, she couldn't. It just was what it was. There were certain things that certain girls could get away with back in high school when it concerned dress code that black women couldn't. So here in this same situation, you have women, and I've seen this time and time again, of being accused of being promiscuous or being accused of looking a certain type of way. This goes back to this Eurocentric conception of, women being a certain type of way because of how they were built. If you ever heard of Sarah Bartman, this is the same situation. Women being hypersexualized or looked at a certain type of way or painted a certain type of way because of how they were built. This was very common to a point where there's a stereotype. There's a stereotype with black women of the Hottentot Venus. There's a literal stereotype. There's an archetype they use, kind of like Sambo or Uncle Tom and all this type of stuff. There's a Hottentot Venus. There's because of how she's built, because she's voluptuous, she has to be promiscuous. She has to be out and about, ran through. She has to be devious or the femme fatale. Like, that's just how they see her because of how she's built. And it's a very, very perverted mindset to have. But let's get into what Miss His daughter has to say about this matter.
I just want to know, do I look inappropriate for work?
100%. And here's what I don't understand. Why do we act like it's some form of injustice to follow a dress code? Why does it seem so demeaning to some of you to wear something loose and less revealing, something that doesn't accentuate all your curves? There are nasty places out there where women can work and not have to worry about a dress code, but I don't think you want to find yourself there. If you want to work at an honest establishment, understand that there are going to be dress codes. That's life. You're not always going to get what you want. Nobody's going to throw a pity party for you or your trauma because you find it somewhat beneath you to wear something more appropriate, less revealing. You can't help your shape, but you can help what you put on. Like, y'all know good and well what's appropriate versus what's not appropriate. Like, let's be so entirely for real right now. The issue isn't the dress code, the issue is you. Yes, you have a nice shape, but you need to look within yourself and say, why is it that I need to feel the need to constantly wear tight clothing to work? Why is it so hard for me to just simply comply to what my manager is saying and do the simple things so I can continue to have my job? Why did I really need to come to social media and vent about this when I could have easily just changed? Your trauma is your trigger to deal with. Don't come here venting to us. Everywhere you go, there's going to be a dress code that you need to follow. What, you just not going to work? But if she was skinny, it wouldn't be a problem. Listen, to whom much is given, much is required. You'll be okay.
Lord have mercy. And his daughter, let's be honest, all right? I personally think, this is my theory, I ain't never seen it, right? I think his daughter, I think her body might be banging as well, right? But she out here dressing like somebody's great-grandmother. That's cool. Concerning the basis of the principles that she followed, I respect it, all right? As somebody who is omniist, I respect it, all right? Got the tablecloth going, cool, all right? Head wraps and everything like that, all right? Cool, all right? I think his daughter might have a banging body, but she don't want to. She dressed a certain type of way where you're not even going to know. All right. She dressed to a point where you think she got a backboard for a bottom. It just is what it is. That's just how she's dressed. And you got to respect it. All right. Concerning her principles, I respect it. All right. At the same time, though, I'm on your ass. You just told me that you don't care what the trauma she's been through. You don't care about her experience. You don't care about what she's personally been through with other men. If she would have dressed better, she would actually be treated better. What? To whom much is given, much is... Negro, please. You got the audacity to sit up in front of the camera and be like,
You should have known the dress code. Why don't you just wear something a little less tight, a little less revealing?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Everybody don't want to dress like somebody's old ass auntie. All right. Some people actually want to wear the same type of clothing that everybody else can wear. I understand that some people don't have the particular body type to wear everything that everybody else can wear. That's cool. At the same time, if she can flex in it very nice and appropriately and not cause too much attention and still remain in dress code, she should have the right to do that. Just because people like bottom and they like to see how that thing jiggling and moving and they like curves, that is not her issue. That's a them issue. She shouldn't be called in because people like how she looks. She needs to wear less clothes that are less revealing, looser clothes. What if she doesn't want to? What if that's not what she wants to do? What if that's not her style? What if her style and how she dresses is just who she is, and it's not her issue? It's not her problem that other people like how she look that is causing attention. Maybe she's within her rights. Well, she should just conform. Of all the stories in the Bible of people not conforming, from Moses not conforming to Pharaoh, to the 3 Hebrew boys not conforming, to Daniel not conforming, Jesus not conforming. And I'm not comparing these wonderful men of God and their righteous principles to a woman who just doesn't want to wear a certain set of clothing or just wants to compromise her clothing just for her job. I'm not comparing the two, all right? But I'm just saying that if a woman chooses to stand her grounds in how she dresses, choose to stand her ground in how she goes to work every day, and knows that she's within her rights to dress how she wants to dress, she needs to go to AR. If it's causing that much of a ruckus, okay, let's step it up a notch. Let's bring the big guns in, because I'm not going to deal with this. If she knows she's within her rights to dress how she dresses appropriately, even with her having a body yaddy, she can do that. I don't see the issue here. I don't understand the problem. You telling her that it's beneath her to wear something more appropriate and less revealing, but what if all the clothes that she just generally wear just looks inappropriate and more revealing? Some women can't even wear the casual working workout outfits without some stuff just sticking out. It just is what it is. It just goes back to even when I was talking about when she was talking about women wearing tank tops in my podcast episode. It is what it is. So I stand with the old girl from New York. All right, what's her name? I can't even read her. No, can't read it. Miss A. I don't know, but I stand with her. What she wore and what she wears on an everyday basis, if it's appropriate, if it's within the dress code, I stand with her. Y'all let me know respectfully, personally, how y'all feel about this situation in the comments. All right. Matter of fact, since we're on the topic at hand, check this video out as well, because we also kind of go into depths of talking about the 304s and all the other good stuff. All right. Till next time. We out.